Incentivising companies to accelerate their planned green business can be an effective way to reduce emissions. Jack Barton visited the Centre for Social Value Enhancement Studies in Seoul to find out more about their Environment Protection Credit Scheme, a mechanism which has data very much at its core.
The Centre for Social Value Enhancement Studies is a non-profit organisation established in 2018 by SK Group, one of South Korea's largest conglomerates. The organisation's overall ethos is summed up in its mascot, Cses.
The white section represents mission-oriented enterprises with clear social mission, and black side represent the profit-oriented enterprises with the intention to deal with the social problems.
The core of CSES's mission is the concept of social value.
Profit maximization is one of the biggest goal for the business. But if a company is to be sustainable for a long time, it must also take a lead in solving social problems to gain trust from customers and consumers. It is so-called social value. And we are thinking about how to achieve or how to increase the greater social values.
CSES is trying to spread social value by conducting an incentivization scheme called the Social Progress Credit. About 400 organizations have signed up since it was launched in 2015.
Social Progress Credit, SPC, is an incentive mechanism that provides cash incentives to the social enterprises in proportion to the social performance they created.
CSES believes that the Social Progress Credit Scheme can contribute to the construction of a healthier social economy ecosystem. They are also developing a new mechanism for companies seeking to reduce their carbon footprint, known as Environmental Protection Credits, which is a branch of the Social Progress Credit. These credits differ from schemes like the voluntary carbon market by financially rewarding companies in advance for their planned green business.
EPC would encourage developers of solutions for reducing emissions, incentivizing expected performance through evaluating future performance potentials. We are confident that EPC can contribute as an effective way for achieving 2050 net zero goal by offering early compensation.
Emissions reduction potential is measured by evaluating CO2 reduction through a comparison of current and emerging technologies like hydrogen power and direct air carbon capture, as well as an efficiency percentage estimate of emerging technologies and by gauging the speed of their market penetration.
We have to extract the data, extensive data, and various of reputable institutions and research papers to conduct a meta-analysis.
Collecting reliable data is seen as critical to the scheme's success.
Reliable data is a very important part of our methodology. It's because as much as we gather the data, the reliability and the level of completion rise. So we're trying to gather some data from the reputable institutions such as OECD, World Bank, or International Energy Agency.
Accurate and accessible carbon data should enable policymakers in government, the private sector and civil society to more easily and speedily tailor policies aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
CSES hopes this will attract even more organizations to their emissions reduction scheme.
We strongly propose to encourage all businesses and financial institutions to get involved in this mechanism, viewing such credit as a kind of financial asset, similar to view emission amount as a liability.
All part of CSES's vision of becoming a social value hub, connecting knowledge and people in order to build a more sustainable and livable world.